Hey guys, what is up? Today I have an RU match. This one is against norfolkenhance. Um, and yeah, I'm going to lead with my Lilligant, kind of expecting him to lead with his Rotom Cut because I don't really have anything to sort of stop Rotom Cut. I mean, his Grass and Electric Stab kind of destroy most of my team, except for my Lilligant because it resists both of them. And it also works against Crustal Lead. You know, I can put it to sleep. And I don't want to set up though because my move is Pedal Dance and not Giga Drain, so that means I gotta be locked in. And I know even at +1 or even +2, I won't be able to KO his Typhlosion, and I really don't want to be taking a hit from it. Although with +2, I should be able to take a move. I mean, I'll take a Rupturing because I'll hit him down really low first, but he'll probably fire blast at that point. So, anyways, I'm going to lead with Lilligant. As I said, he's going to lead with Crustal, and I'm going to put him to sleep. Just figure life's going to be a lot easier without all these hazards up. I'm going to switch to Haunter, expecting him to switch to Sceptile because I figure I can wall Sceptile's most of his moves, except maybe like a Rock Slide or Acrobatics. Or, you know, the HP will still do quite a bit of damage. But, you know, Focus Blast, the Grass Move, Earthquake, all those things don't really do anything. He's going to Volt Switch, and I didn't think that would do that much because I'm going to go for the Substitute. The other problem with this Haunter is that his 3 offensive threats are all faster than me. And his defensive Pokemon, other than his Claydol, I mean, even the Shadow Ball does like really very little to Lomomola. So it's not that important because it is a sub-disable set, so it's not a big deal. Really didn't need it that much, but yeah, I'm gonna go to Lilligant because you know it's obviously grass and all that stuff. He's gonna protect as I go for the Pedal Dance. Now I'm expecting him to go to one of his 2 grass types because he sees me trying to go for the grass move. And I'm just going to go for my Hidden Power Fire, and that is going to work out perfectly. He's going to switch into his Rotom, and he is going to take a big chunk of damage. Another thing that sucks too is I don't have Stealth Rocks here, and that probably would have helped me quite a lot in this battle. And yeah, but it brings him down quite low, but I still don't want to stay in for the fairly obvious Hidden Power or Volt Switch, either, you know, Fire or Ice, and then the Volt Switch will actually heal my Lanturn, so I was hoping he'd do that, but he'd just go for the Hidden Power. That does really nothing to Lanturn anyway, so I'm not terribly worried. I'm going to go for the Ice Beam because it's super effective against this, and yeah, like, I mean, I know he's going to switch out, but you know, I figure Sceptile might want to come in because, like, the Scald or Discharge are fairly obvious attacks. Just sort of as a basic prediction, because, I mean, Illumamol is an obvious switch into Lanturn because it's, you know, a water type. But a Discharge will hurt it, so I figured Sceptile. But Claydol works too. I mean, Ice Beam does super effective to both, so it's whatever. I'm going to go for Scald as he goes for Stealth Rocks. There's really nothing I can do about that anyways, so whatever. It's going to do quite a lot, and I'm fairly confident that I can kill him with another Scald, and I'm also fairly confident he's going to want to stay and hit with an Earth Power because it's just too tempting. That stab, super effective hit, come on. Who doesn't want it? Really does not that much damage though, and I mean, seeing my team not have a Stealth Rock user, I mean, Claydol's not really going to be that important anyways. So he kind of just lets it die. I do get a crit, but as I said, I'm pretty sure that damage was less than the previous one did. So, meh. Now he is going to go into his Rotom. Obviously, he's going to go for the Leaf Storm, so I'm going to switch out to my Mandibuzz because it resists it, and it still has a pretty nice base defense, or special defense, rather. Well, base defense is even better. But, yeah, Leaf Storm's going to hit me. It's going to do about a quarter, something like that. And, yeah, I know he's going to want to switch out because, obviously, he's, like, low on health and stuff. I figure if he goes into either his Typhlosion or his Sceptile, a Brave Bird is going to do a shit ton to them. But he goes to his Alomomola, and I sort of thought maybe that, but I'm like, you know what? If he goes into an offensive Pokemon and I don't like hit it with Brave Bird, I'm kind of in trouble. But if he goes into a Lomomola and I like hit it with a Brave Bird, it's like it's not a big deal. It's a Lomomola. I don't really care. I know it's going to try and Toxic me, so I'm actually going to take this opportunity to knock off just to get its lefties out of the way. That way, it's a little easier to take out, and I have Heal Bell, so I'm not worried about the poison status. Now I'm going to go for the Roost, expecting him to want to go for the Waterfall. But he is going to go for the Wish, which is, I don't know, I guess maybe if I would just keep attacking him, whichever one works. I figure he's going to go for the Protect, though, because that's usually sort of what Alomomolas do. They're kind of annoying. I mean, there's, I don't know, they just got so much HP, it's hard to kill them. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna go into my Lilligant because I can take the waterfall, and if he wants to protect, that's fine. And protect is exactly what he's going to do. I'm gonna go for the Quiver Dance, just hoping maybe he'll stay in and want to Toxic me. But he switches right out to his Typhlosion, so that was kind of a waste. But again, I can't really go for the Petal Dance because I lock myself in, and I'm kind of screwed against it. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to switch out because, like I said, I can only do about 50% to it. Although he's gonna go for the eruption, so you know what, that might have worked because I mean, again, it's stab super effective. I think he might be Specs judging from his damage though, and especially since he has the Scarf Rotom anyways. So, but yeah, maybe I don't know. That might have lowered it enough to where I would be able to take it because I mean, again, +1 special defense, he'd be at around less than half health, and the eruption wouldn't really be all that powerful. But anyways, he's gonna switch to his Crustle, and I'm gonna go for the Scald because I'm pretty sure, or at least I'm hoping that I can take another eruption. But he's gonna switch out. Not really sure why. But yeah. So that Scald's gonna do a lot, but he's sleeping, and I know he has to sleep, so I'm gonna go for the Heal Bell. Just get that poison off of my my Mandibuzz while I have the opportunity. I'm thinking, just please do not wake up first turn and get off an Earthquake, because that would be really bad. Like, if he woke up first turn and get off an Earthquake, I'd really be screwed. He does wake up first turn, but he goes for Shell Smash. I guess thinking I'll switch, but I don't see why I would. I don't know why he went for Shell Smash. I'm just going to go for Scald, and yeah, I'm just going to kill him. I mean, if he just had not woken up either, that would have been nice too. But yeah. So anyways, down goes Crustle, and he's going to go into, I believe, Rotom, or let's see. I'm not really certain at this point. Sceptile, yes. So I'm going to fear the fairly obvious Grass move. And I'm going to switch into my Archeops because he's kind of useless. I mean, he can't really take on an Alomomola, and he's got Celtrex on the field, and like Sceptile, and well, I mean, I outspeed Typhlosion, I guess, but whatever. I needed something to fodder, and this was it. But he goes for the Hidden Power Ice, and I'm like, oh, damn. If I'd have just stayed in and Ice Beamed, damn. But I see the Life Orb, and I'm like, okay, I'm thinking he's mixed with like Earthquake, HP Ice, probably Leaf Storm, and maybe Acrobatics or something. No, not Acrobatics. Probably Leaf Blade. I don't really know. But he's going to go for the Hidden Power Ice. I'm confident I can take it. I'm like, he's probably mixed, so he's probably less than max special attack. But even if he is, I can live it. But he gets a crit. And I'm like, fuck. And I know I would have killed myself with Brave Bird. I don't even know if I would have killed him, to be completely honest. Probably. But, whatever. So I'm going to go to Lilligant. I'm thinking maybe I can live it and his Crustle's dead so I can put it to sleep. But no, I don't leave that either. So I'm kind of in a bad spot. I go to Drapion, and again, as I said, the whole time I'm thinking he's mixed, but he's actually going to switch out on my Drapion, which tells me he does not have Earthquake. And he might have Focus Blast, but, I mean, HP Ice isn't really going to do anything, and I resist the Grass moves. So, yeah, I'm thinking he also has Dragon Pulse as his last move, probably. But I'm going to go for the Sword Stance, as he switches into... and goes for the Toxic. I figured, a Waterfall's not really going to do that much. Lumamola's stats aren't that great, and I have great base defense. He's going to Protect here. I almost went for the Sword Stance again, but I'm like, if he switches now, I'm kind of screwed. But, yeah, he didn't. And then I'm just going to go for the Night Slash again. I guess he thought I'd Sword Stance again. I don't really know why I would do that. But I'm going to Night Slash, and that's going to easily take out this Typhlosion, because +2 and Life Orb and Stab. And, yeah, Typhlosion's kind of dead. Now he's going to go into his Rotom. I figure he's going to want a Volt Switch, because why would he Leaf Storm? Because that's resisted, and that's kind of dumb. So I'm going to go to Lanturn, and he is going to indeed Volt Switch, and he's going to heal me up a nice chunk. Well, 25%, because that's what Volt Absorb does. And that's perfect. I know he's going to have to switch out here. So I am going to go for the Ice Beam, though, because, again, just as I said earlier, it's like, if you go to a Lomomola, it's not really a threat. So I really don't care. Although I could have predicted it and gone for the Discharge, because why would he switch from one Grass type to another? And if I paralyze the Sceptile, it's just as good. But yeah, I just went for the Ice Beam. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Discharge now, and that is going to hit him. It's gonna do a nice amount, but I mean, he's got Wish anyways. I'm gonna paralyze him, and I'm thinking the only way I have a chance at this battle, basically, is if I Discharge now and I either kill him or he gets paralyzed in the next 2 turns, whether he wishes or he protects. And he, isn't able to do either of those. But I discharge, and it brings him down really super low, and he is going to get paralyzed here, so that is good. But if he didn't, obviously on the protect, I would have heal belled and kept going with this sting. But yeah, so now he's pretty much dead. I'm gonna go for the discharge again because, if he switches to Septile, if I paralyze that, and why would he? Because this thing is, useless to him. Plus, he can rack up an extra turn of toxic for free. And yeah, he's gonna switch into his Rotom here, and I'm thinking, I can't take a Leaf Storm. I know that for sure. And he's obviously gonna go for it. I gotta switch to my Drapion because he's kind of useless. He can't outspeed either of them. And I know he kind of scared out Septile last time, but you know what? He's at like half health. I'm pretty sure he'll be able to kill me, especially with that life or power. But yeah, so going to Drapion, I do take the Leaf Storm. And yeah, I take it again because, whatever. But I'm going to have to go into my Lanturn, and basically I'm like, okay, I kind of lost. I'm hoping Leaf Storm won't really do all that much damage, and I can take him out, but it's still going to do like over 100, which is a lot more than I wanted it to do, considering he's at -4. And I'm like, that's really kind of a lot. That's not fair. But I'm going to go for the Ice Beam, make it nice and close, 1-0, because he's going to get into his Septile, go for the Gig Drain, and that's like easily going to kill me. And yeah, that's the end of the battle. So I hope you guys enjoy. It's a pretty nice match, kind of longish, but you know what? After he got that crit on my Mandibuzz, I was pretty much like screwed because just the Septile, it's just so fast. I mean, it's annoying. I really needed to bring Priority or Scarf or something, but I thought Archeops was fast enough because it's, base 110 speed. It's like one rank below on the fastest Pokemon in RU than Septile. But yeah. Anyways, so like I said, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow.